Hello my lovely sewing friends, my name is Catherine and you're very welcome to join me today on my sewing YouTube channel Serenity Sews. If you haven't subscribed yet, it would mean an awful lot to me if you would, and all you have to do is press that button and you'll get notified then when I put out a new video. So today I'm going to share with you the makes that I promised. I think I put a video out early February, if not late January, of some fabrics that I'd purchased from mostly Guthrie Ghani in their post-Christmas sale, and they were just too good to miss, and I've made them all up and I want to share them with you today. What I'm planning to do is put on the garments as I go through them so that you can see a little bit how they look on me in real life, or as real as YouTube allows me to be. So I am starting with what I'm wearing, which is a new pattern to me, and another company that I use an awful lot, as you probably remember, is Style Arc, and they again had might have been end of January, a really good reduction on their patterns, so I bought a whole bunch of them, and this, what I'm wearing now, is one of them. If you recall, when I showed this fabric, which is a linen viscose stretch, it's a kind of off-whitey colour, even I'd call it oatmeal, with a rose gold line running through it. I'm going to come right up to show you how beautiful that is. So I really loved this fabric, but I wasn't sure what I would make with it. And then I saw this top and I thought exactly what I want. And this is called the Dale Knit Top. So you can see there, it's a wrap top that crosses over the body at the front, wraps around the back and comes again to the front to tie in a knot. And they recommend using stretchy jersey. You can use a cotton jersey with it, but it'll give a slightly different feel. But a looser, more drapey jersey fabric makes for a really comfy top. So I, as you can see, I'm wearing it over a roll neck. This is a really old bought one, so it's not one I've made, but I'm loath to throw it away because it's short sleeved and I wear it all the time. So come winter I'll put this on under a dress, or I'll put it on under a top like I've done here. I made a size 14 and it comes up true to size. It's perfect for me. You can see that the tie runs through a small slit in the right hand side, wraps around the body, comes to the front and then ties in this bow. Now I really like the front of this this top, cardigan, call it what you will. I'm just going to try and show. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to move back. See how you've got these points, and I think that is incredibly flattering. You know what I'm like for flattering garments, and it really appealed to me, so I made this up so quickly. It's also nice because it's got quite a long cuff there, and usually I'll finish my sleeves to about this length, but this one I wanted to make true to the pattern, and I'm glad I did because I'm really happy with how it's turned out. What else can I say? I think I'm going to make this again. I'm looking what I've got that would work well for this, because I think it's a kind of top you could wear all year round, and it would wear with perhaps jeans, leggings, and I've got it on today with just a straight skirt. So I do think there's a lot of potential and use out of this one pattern, and I know that I'll make it again and again. So I'm just going to stop now and I'll put on the next garment. Okay, so garment number 2. I love this pattern. I've used it many times and I've made it in so many different fabric substrates. And as soon as I saw this fabric, I knew I would make this, which is the Hadley top from GRAINLINE Studios. I think you can see that. And of course I've made version B. Now, I made this in a size 38, which is my upper bust measurement. And I love the fit of this. It has a seam line down the front that I tend to top stitch just to give it that interest. It has a lovely facing around the neckline, but also the cuffs. And as you can probably just about see, the hemline too. Now what this does, it gives it a nice weight. And when you top stitch along the top of the facing, it really does give the garment that extra bit of, I think, finish, rather than just doing your traditional hem. So I do like that. I'm going to turn around so that you can see the back. Has what I would call a swing back, so that means it swings out and it's curved down to the bottom, whereas the top itself is slightly curved upwards, if that makes sense. It is a 1-button slip over to fasten at the back, so that's very simple. And all in all, this is a really easy top to make, but it carries with it so I think so many opportunities to wear. Now I'm going to come closer to you. Can you see this is a what they called Snow White jacquard. So the background is the white cotton. It's quite a loose knit, and then the silver is actually woven into the fabric itself. I absolutely love this, and I will wear this any time of day. I know some people might think that's a bit fancy and you've got sparkly things on, but that's my style. I love it, and I know that I'll use this top in so many different ways. It finishes at what I call bracelet length on the sleeves. I think I had to do a slight bicep adjustment when the very first time I made this top, as it was just a tad, I won't say tight, but it didn't give me that kind of nice movement that you need. This, I can't recommend this pattern highly enough to those of you who haven't tried it, and I would encourage you all to have a look at it. View B, yes, did I say I made view A or B? This is view A. View B, which is the sleeveless top, as you can see there. I had to alter the neckline considerably. I don't have a very over generous bust, and it really did come right down into the centre of my chest, which was far too low. So I adjusted that, and I'm much happier with that version now. So have a look at it. If it's one of your favourites too, let me know. And for me, this is an absolute win. Garment number 3. We're getting there. So if you recall, this was some fabric I'd had in my stash for years, and I can't remember where I bought it from, but I know it was inexpensive, but it is actually 100% silk. If I bring it towards you, you can actually see the bit of shimmer on it. It's so lightweight that actually it feels like I haven't got anything on, and that's kind of what you want with a silk garment. You want to feel comfortable in it, but not like you're wearing anything. So I didn't want a top that would become overly complicated and complex. And I like this kind of neckline, which is, I think, quite flattering. So I decided to make the Isabella top. Again, another style art pattern. And as you can see on there, very simple, 3 pattern pieces virtually. It is a front dart, which comes just in the right place for me in a size 14. They recommend using an invisible zip in the back. Now, I didn't want to put a zip in something as lightweight and as delicate as a silk fabric, so I decided once again to leave the back to a tie. And you can see that. There it is. And how I did that, I ran elastic through the neck, and on the tail end of both sides I stitched the ribbon, and then I pulled it to the end of the channel that I'd made and then stitched down so that it stayed put and I didn't lose it in and out and choke myself every time. And that's worked perfectly. It is again bracelet length sleeved, straight edge to the I'd say hip length. And what can I say? It's a perfect pattern for this blouse. I'm so pleased I've used this fabric because it just sat there for ages, and I think it's such a waste unless I could say that about every piece of fabric in my stash. But I really wanted to use this year and to actually try to get some wear out of some of the nicer fabrics that I've got, and I'm so pleased with this one. I probably will make this again. A georgette is a lovely fabric to make this this style blouse. You do need something that is floaty and has drape, otherwise you'll find that this part will be almost bulky and not sit nicely along the neckline. So it's a thumbs up for the Isabella. Garment number 4, and this, my lovely sewing friends, is the Friday Pattern Company Patina blouse. I'm sure there can't be many of you out there who haven't seen this one. And if you recall, the fabric that I was going to use for this was a very similar colour. It was a viscose, and actually when I came to do it, I wasn't entirely sure that I liked it. And I then had a little look in my stash, as you do, and I came to this fabric, which actually, again, you'll see a theme here, a little bit of glitter running through it. It's a viscose with a printed dot surrounded by a little gold patination. I'd forgotten, again, no idea where I got this from, but I do like it. However, I'm not sure I like the blouse as it is. I made a size, one second, do you know what, I can't remember. I think I made a size 40 and it's too big. I did try it on and I was happy as I was going through it, but I do feel I need to go actually down a size, and I'd almost wished I'd made the long sleeve version, because I think I would have liked it more as it is, because it's slightly oversized. If I come around to the back, you can see there's a little bit of gathering that gives that extra room in the shoulder area. I will wear it, there's no doubt about that. I'll probably wear something underneath it. I'm not happy so much with the fit of this, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to take it down a size and see what that feels like. I like a V neckline because I think it's quite flattering to most people. The darts are in the correct place, so happy with those. There's loads of room in the sleeves. So overall, I think it's a useful pattern. I will make it again, but I'm going to experiment with the size a little bit and see how I feel about that once I've done it. So let me know what you think, and if you've made this blouse and what you feel about the sizing, and if it's your favourite. It's not yet mine, but I'll work on that one. The final two garments actually. So if you remember, I showed you this fabric, and I really fell in love with this when I saw it. It's called a cotton peak, which means that it's the way it's woven, so you get a kind of texture on the surface. You could probably hear me doing that now. So it almost looks like tiny little diamonds on the surface of the fabric, and then you've got the patterning on the fabric that is actually dyed on, or transferred on rather, that's a better description. So I was keen to make this into this sleeveless dress, which is the June dress. It's a sheath dress. No apologies for another style art pattern. Very, very simple A-line sheath dress. 2 front darts, none at the back, and it has a nice facing that kind of fits around the sleeves as well. And I do like that finish, because you can really make the inside as neat as possible. It has pockets in the side. Now I don't always put them in, but I thought I would do with this one. I'd got the fabric, and I thought, why not? But I know to get the most out of this dress that I'd want to wear something over the top with it. And I had already made this top, which is a little kind of jacket. And you've probably got this pattern if you buy any of the sewing magazines. So it's the version there. So it's a cropped, oh gosh, I can't think of my words today. A cropped, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. You know what I mean. The sleeve's coming up that way. It'll come to me in a minute. I've had a complete mental block there. And it's not a sleeve finish that I'll normally choose for myself, but I do like this it's almost like a jacket rather than a cardigan or a top. Now then, when I found this red one out, yes, it went, and I was okay with it, but I'd had some beautiful ponte, aka here, in this gorgeous kind of fuchsia colour from Andrea Beyond the Pink Door. I mean, just look at that. And it's a gorgeous weight, it's soft, and it's a viscose ponte, so you know it's good quality. And I thought, I'm going to make it up in that. It took me half an hour. That's literally all it took. And I love this colour with the dress. It really picks out the kind of motif of the pink there. I think I just about got away with placement. It is a directional print, so I had to be careful of that because I've done stupid things with that before now. So I made sure back and front were the same direction when I put the pattern pieces on. and I just checked my measurement in terms of flower, but I knew I wanted something up here so that it showed off the beauty of the fabric. This is probably this little outfit, and the Hadley top is probably my favourite pieces that I've made over the past month or so. I know I'll wear this. I'll wear it, yeah, probably around the house, or when I'm teaching. I'll wear it to go out, because we might start doing that again soon. But this is me. This is my style. I love it. I love that I can probably put a nice necklace on with it, and it will complement it rather than overwhelm it. The length is, I kind of like just about an inch up from the middle of my knee. So you can imagine I'm not very tall. I'm 5'2", probably I used to be 5'4", so I'm shrinking. So I really like the length, not to drag me down, just to kind of finish in the right place, and this does. I know that I'll be able to wear it without tights in the summer if I want to, and obviously I'll be able to wear it bare-armed if I dare show my arms off. So that's my little collection of garments. I'm overall pleased with it. I'm glad I've done what I've done. I think there's a few modifications, as I said, to the patina blouse, but I have quite a few other blouses that I want to test out and to look at what my preferred blouse is. I've got some that I like already, but I'm always on the lookout for new ones. And so just before I finish, I'm going to be doing a frugal garment video very soon, because my turn's coming up quite quickly now. So I'm going to share with you what I'll be making for that challenge that Frugalissima, Sam and Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl have put together. So that's why I wanted to get this video out to you, so I could make sure that you hadn't missed out on seeing what I'd made. So, sorry I sound a bit breathless now, but I've been doing a lot of running around today, and I'm actually doing a 100-kilometre challenge at the moment as well. So you can tell I'm not fit at all, but I'm determined that I will be doing this. So I'm going to say farewell, and I'm going to say thank you so much for coming back to me, and for new people who found me. You are so welcome. I really love having all the sewing friends that I've found through YouTube and through the Beyond the Pink Door Pink Ladies, and all of the connections that I've made. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If you do make a comment, I always try and come back to you. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, have a good day, and keep sewing.